Howdy, Lorenzi. How's it going? Welcome in. Ringtail, ahoy. What is going on, guys? Sorry, I'm just prepping. Just prepping. I do actually need to do some serious prep for my Daggerheart game coming this Friday as well, which I might do tomorrow. Is whether I do it on stream or not. I'm a little bit nervous because, like, it's not like there's a lot of information on how to prep for Daggerheart, but I think I've got a cool way of doing it, a cool routine. Just weaken your game, saw my stream, so you begin to exist. Welcome into existence. Dude, 5 minutes old. How's it feel? Nostalgia over on Twitch, hello. Sorry, I should bring up the, boom. How is everyone today? What have we been up to? Yes, yeah. Honestly, got to see people put the spotlight on Daggerheart. Yeah, man, it's very fun. My chat box there is not fully covering. Oh. Still hot. Still very hot here. In this room in particular. It's not that bad outside. It's 25 degrees in Toronto, which I'm fine with. But there's something about this room. It's in the middle of the house, and it is just a sauna. If it gets hot outside, for days, it will be like boiling hot in here. Yeah, I've moved the camera into a position where I'm hoping it doesn't overheat as easily. So we'll see how that goes. Phil is hot, confirmed. Confirmed. I think I'm hot. That's how egotistical I am. I know I'm hot right now. Yet I'm choosing to drink hot coffee because I'm a maniac. It's decaf. I'm purely doing it for the sugar that I put in there. All right. What I thought would be fun, and let me know if audio is weird or anything, as per usual. What I thought would be fun is to check out all the fear trackers and range rulers that exist in the world. Because all the ones that exist have been put onto the Daggerheart Reddit. And there's a lot. And some of them are very, very cool. And others are kind of memes. Or just flat out bad. So, yeah, I figured we'd just look at them. And some of them are like, they look bad, but like, add low-key amazing. Like this low-effort one. Where it's just like, yeah, anyone can make this. You could just make this with some paper. One thing I've learned is I don't like playing Daggerheart without some kind of fear tracker that the players can see. I don't like it. It's kind of a downside of Daggerheart. Hope my fear tracker is good blurred out. Yeah. That's a good fear tracker. It's 44 degrees there. Get out of town, Lorenzi. Would you have air conditioning? You must do. You must have air conditioning. So, I actually have been sent some fear trackers from an amazing Etsy seller. I'm going to make a proper video where I talk about all my new accessories that I'm using for Daggerheart, but also for accessories in general for like all TTRPGs. But so I'll go through them all. And I've not got it with me now, but if you're watching the stream after it's over, I will link in the description the Etsy store for these. But check out this stuff. So this is the DM screen sent. I say sent, that I bought officially. And then I've got 2 fear trackers here. I got this one. Which sits very nicely on here. And it's very, very cool, very stylized. All moon based. It's not the one I'm using in general. I prefer using, personally, this one. Oh. You see, it's got hope and fear written on it, which is actually very helpful for the. It's written on the back as well, so I can remember which side I'm pushing them to. And yeah, like it really does affect the players when they see me moving these across. It's very, very cool, and I highly recommend people get some kind of fear tracker or make some kind of fear tracker that'll sit on the GM screen. Moonface for fear is pretty neat. It's very cool, yeah. It's like mats with the skulls. I thought mats had an abacus on it. No? What's up, Sam? I want to make one that looks like an hourglass where I can pour out fear when I use it, and I can pour it back on at the top when I gain. That's really cool. How would that work, though? Because you'd want one token to come out. But it's very cool. Use a wine cup and then amorphous purple tokens. Yeah, my table's not that big, so reaching over my DM screen, I think if I didn't have this abacus to sit on the GM screen, I just wouldn't use the GM screen. So the players can just see me moving fear tokens around, which is fine. Works, absolutely works as well. Looks like red skulls to you. Oh, let's have a look. You mean is the Age of Umbra one? Age of Umbra.
Optimism. In this tile drafting game, players take on the role of a visionary architect specializing in...
Wait, are those skulls? No, I think they're just balls.
4 plus the number of players. Magics.
Yeah, I think they're just balls. It's still very cool. They could be skulls, though. They kind of blurred out. The depth of field's crazy. Call me a name. What's going on? Hey.
Convinced.
Yeah. So this is the best one. The only issue I have with them is like it would be cool if like it was very obvious which side was which, and like if the colors changed, the more fear you had, if that made sense. So like the more fear you have, the more like darker the red gets or something. No, they're skulls. They're skulls. Guys, I'm looking at them. I'm telling you. I don't see any faces on them. Hey, I mean, I can't prove you guys wrong, so I'll have to believe you if you say they are. Literally looking at Daggerheart and saw the stream pop up. Amazing. Cool cylinder. Yeah, how's it going, man? You'll see different takes on the tracker, like one style with small bullets for the Colossus of Dryland campaign, for example. That would be cool. A player mentioned bloody skulls or something like that in-game. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it's just blurred out here. Ooh. No, you're not late. You're all good. We've just been chatting. Anyway, so I got sent that, and I also got sent... Hold on. Shush, Matt. I got sent some fear trackers as well. Sorry, some range rulers. Which are just sticks with ranges on. But my god, I've got 3 of them. They're all exactly the same but different colours. And it means that I can put them all around the table. So each side of the table, I've got 5 players. They all can just pick one of these up really easily, and so can I. And we can just quickly measure. And that has sped up combat so much. Like crazy. People not counting squares. Like the second Critical Role starts selling them officially. Man, I got my laptop. This was my original one I made. I did use this for my first game. It's not even the right measurements, I found out. I did it wrong. But yeah, I'm glad I'm not using that anymore. Also, this is nothing to do with Daggerheart, Fear Tracker and stuff, but one of my players' friends gave them this dice tower that was 3D printed, and it gave me an idea of like, hold on, like a new kind of skill check where you have to like throw it in and from a distance, and if it goes in, you get a double, triple, quadruple crit. It's kind of, this dice is kind of big for it, but if I take this off, for example, if I can throw this dice in there from here, then it doubles whatever the number is on there, right? I don't know why he's spamming. You just look desperate to know. I do, I use tiles. No, I use battle mats, and I use some warlock tiles, like a mix of the two, and some terrain. But yeah, if I get this in, guys, you gotta go to Twitch and give me your free Twitch Prime. That was close. But no cigar. I think I owe you guys money now. I think I have to subscribe to you. So. How large is your group? I'm running an 8-player table right now, and combat is crazy. Yeah, what's that like with Daggerheart? I just have 5 people. 6, including myself. Blank retractable measuring tape is actually really cool. That's a really good idea for a range tracker. You really need an online group to play Daggerheart. You're a further GM and want to play a new system. Do you want to GM it or do you want to play it, Than? I love talking over each other. Yeah. 3 is your maximum for player count. I think if I had 8 people, I think I might use one of the action trackers, just to make sure that no one is like getting left behind, and to make sure people aren't hogging the spotlight, because that's so many. I think an action tracker would be useful. But with 5, I've had it sometimes where I think I was saying yesterday, my issue hasn't been people all like going or talking over each other. It's people being too polite and trying to let other people go first. So I need to. But I've also learned a neat trick, and that is, if you're a GM and your players are taking too long to decide what they do, just move your hand towards a fear counter. Just literally slowly be like, well, if no one's going to go, I guess that means I'm going to spend, and someone will go. Someone will go to stop you from spending a fear to go. It's like an instant way of making people go. Just scare them. Like, it surprises me how much power the GM has when it comes to like manipulating your players in Daggerheart using fear and stuff. It's crazy. You want to learn Daggerheart but don't want to buy the book? Download that free SRD, Cool Cylinder. You have to figure out how to make a fear tracker. You're probably supplying everything from the game, but you're not GMing it. Right. You're like the supply teacher. It's amazing how well they communicated about how the group is coming up with their solution to who goes first. Oh, yeah? Matt does that in one of the Umber sessions. I probably stole it from Matt. But yeah, just the ability to put pressure on your players at any given time. And you can do it outside of combat too. If people are unsure what to do next or how to act, you just go over and look like you're about to use a fear. And they'll go. Where'd you download that, Cool Cylinder? Yeah, if you go to daggerheart.com. My Daggerheart.com is broken right now. But there should be stuff up here. Whoa. Can anyone else use Daggerheart.com right now? What is going on? Okay, there should be stuff up here that says... Hang on, let me try the void. Alright, so I got here just through my history, but it's daggerheart.com/downloads, I think. Is it in here? No, it's not under... If Daggerheart.com is working for you or when it starts working again, it's up at the top. It will be under like extra content or something, and you'll be able to download the SRD, and it's just all the rules. It's all the rules. So weird. I was going crazy. They said they were in stock. Oh, the critters broke the website again. Can you imagine having the power just to drop something and immediately break whatever website you're dropping it on? Just having that many people interested. Oh, can you download it on Demiplane as well, Mario? So where's the puzzle bit? It might be pushed back until early 2026, Cylinder. It might be pushed back. The Daggerheart stuff's taken off. What can I say? Point is, you don't even have to SO end a fear. Play an activity is a perfect golden opportunity. That's true. Oh, spend a fear. Yeah. Oh. Ignore that. My mates want to play Apex Legends. Daggerheart is also available on Drive-Thru RPG. It's not the free SRD though, right? E. Armstrong. Then explain how to make a Daggerheart puzzle. Okay, cool. Okay, Cylinder. I promise it'll be released by this time next year. That is a promise. If a site is crashing, you need better service X. Yeah, but I'm sure everything has a limit. Silence, what is going on? Oh. Well, yeah, we'll see how long I last in this heat. Alright, so. We're going to be looking at some range rulers and some fear trackers. And we'll start with fear trackers first. All from the Reddit. And we'll see if we can find the best and worst fear trackers ever made. How about that? Hello, I'm new to role-playing games and D&D. I'm currently in your first campaign, but also bought Daggerheart in the Nexus and want to be a GM. Any tips? Yeah. Yeah, I think learn the game with your players is the best tip I can give you. Either your players have more experience than you, utilize that. And if your players are brand new, just learn the game with them. So they understand that you're not going to be perfect and you know they're not going to be perfect and you can kind of just figure it out together. No pressure. It's fine to make mistakes. That's the best advice, I think. Don't feel like you need to know the game And if you're a player, do not feel like your GM needs to be perfect, you know? It will make the whole thing way smoother. People will ask more questions, you'll look stuff up, and you'll just get better at the game really fast. Just subscribed, watch a couple of my videos, and really enjoy them. Thank you, Mario. YouTube or Twitch? You mean to watch? I think I prefer people... It's hard. It doesn't really matter to me, to be honest. Whatever you like watching me on. Whatever you like me watching on. Everyone welcome Cool Cylinder 789 in. He's brand new. How are you? You have to tell us one fun fact about yourself, Cool Cylinder. Hello from Brazil. Oh God, hello Bjorn. Bjorn, am I saying that right? Hello from Toronto. Not gonna lie, I feel a bit nervous, but also excited. A lot to figure out with them. Everything about Daggerheart and their stories. Yeah. Also, like, when I first did my first ever D&D game, the first couple, I was like out my league. I didn't know how to play the game properly. I was winging it. I was with all new players, and it went badly. Like, I think my players had fun, but afterwards, I was like so in my own head, and I was like, did they enjoy that? I made so many mistakes, blah, 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 blah. And like, it was like this anxiety that I hated at the time for my first D&D game. And that happened the second and the third game, maybe even the fourth game as well. It slowly went away. But when I started playing Daggerheart a couple of weeks ago, I did the session 0 and then I did session 1. The pressure of like running a game without ever having played it before, and also teaching people the rules, I had that same feeling again. It felt like I had never played a TTRPG before, and that's the weird thing is I liked that feeling again. That feeling was exciting to me. It was like doing something new for the first time and learning a new system and like all that stuff. So it's just weird how that feeling and that energy can shift over time, just depending how comfortable you are in the GM's like seat. But Daggerheart was harder than I thought it would be to like wrap mine and wrap my players' heads around the way of playing. And I don't think we're there yet, but you can tell, I could tell it was like more our speed, you know, than D&D was. Or certainly mine as a GM. One fun fact, I've been DMing for 2.5 years, playing for 4. I'm also a mod on Twitch and should get mod here. We need polls for YouTube. Dude, if I keep getting a lot of viewers on YouTube, like we're at 33 now, we're only at 7 on Twitch, then like, I will need mods up here. Hey Doc, I'm stuck at work and they won't let me go to the restroom. What do I do? What work won't let you go to the restroom? He's like a surgeon. He's got his hand in someone's stomach right now. Hi ho, Nozdub. By the way, hello from Mexico. Hello to Mexico. Been loving your thumbnails and the way you make your content. Keep it up. I've been going wild with my thumbnails recently. I've been trying to learn Photoshop and I've been going for it. The Daggerheart content is so good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I really want it to like do well because I'm enjoying making it. Hello, I did Fear Tracker for RGM from Modern Rulers and other scrap. Check it out. Oh, nice. Yeah, I like DIY Fear Trackers and Rulers. I'm a big fan of them. Like, one of the differences vids help me understand the tag team rules. Nice. I'm making a new short, specifically. I just filmed it before this. specifically to talk about damage thresholds, because that was the hardest thing my players, for some of my players to get their heads around, and it was the hardest thing for me to explain. So I'm making a short, like a little 30-second thing to be like, if you get hit by any damage, here's what happens. 1, your GM tells you how much damage. 2, you look at your damage thresholds, and whatever is that number and above is how much hit points you mark. And 3, you can then use 1 armor slot, and 1 only, unless you have like an ability, to knock that damage threshold down by 1. It's really easy once you know how to do it and you've got your head around it. It's like surprisingly easy. But if you come from playing D&D where you just get told damage and you just take the damage from another number, it can be really hard to get your head around. Especially because like at level 1, at earlier levels, you don't see much point to it. Because you, like, in D&D at early levels, you got like 12 HP. So like the maths are really easy. It's not until you get into the higher levels of Daggerheart that you really realize how nice it is not to take, 34 damage away from 71. What is happening, Yam Yam Dom? Fun fact, you just walked from China through Norway past Mexico to go back to my office. You work at Epcot and you didn't stop to go to the bathroom anywhere there? Oh, is this a different person? Any other fun facts, guys? Get all your fun facts out now. I just explained damage thresholds as a damage converter. The damage will be converted to 1, 2, or 3, maybe 4. Yeah, but it's also the fact that when you look at the character sheet, there's 2 numbers there, and it's like, it's the numbers belong to the threshold above them. There's like an arrow there. I'm like, follow the arrow. I'm gonna make a nice edited short that explains it super easily. Then after that, I think the second hardest thing for people to get their heads around. But it is the most described elsewhere, so it's probably not needed, but it is just rolling the duality dice and having a hope and fear dice. Fun fact, Phil has a huge headset dent. Okay, 1, I don't have a dent. 2, if I did, it wasn't a headset thing, I was just born with it. And 3, these fun facts aren't about me, okay? They're about you guys. Daily dose. You've taken unconscious out of the game. They either have to die or get a 50-50 chance of death. I kind of low-key like that. I respect that a lot. Fun fact, the cantrip create bonfire roar doesn't actually create light. Other light spells specify lighting, so you can start pitch black fire. Silence rolled a 16. Over on Twitch, guys, you can roll dice. For no current reason right now. The chat over there, famously, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, Twitch chat, famously bad at rolling. Famously bad at rolling. For example, Cool Cylinder just rolled a 7. They're rolling d20s. I've never seen anyone get over, like, a 15. Or 16, I should say. The silence got on before. That's sweet, man. I'm missing playing so much. I even played a solo one-shot with ChatGPT as a DM just to state my need. Nice. How was that? So when in Dying Destiny, they start to roll death saves. Oh, is that for D&D? Rolled 19 fast forever again. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with that rolling thing. Silence rolled an 8. Never seen a 20 rolled. Yeah, I don't know. Is it a D20 we're rolling, or is it like a D10? Rolled a nat 20 in your Daggerheart game yesterday and ended up killing it. Yeah, the rolling a D20 as a DM, I have mixed feelings about that. I kind of wish I was rolling 2d12s. I kind of get jealous of my players when they roll. I want to roll 2d12s too. But yes, it does mean we can get some spikier numbers. All right. Let's take a look at some more fear trackers, shall we, guys? Let's just go get a bunch of cool looking ones and go through. This one's called Matt's Fear Tracker, so maybe that'll tell us about whether he's got skulls on there or not. Any interesting looking ones? We'll keep that one on there. Oh, that looks crazy. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wait, is this by relevance? What about by hot? Or by top? I don't actually know the difference between hot and top on Reddit. I actually just want to read that as well. Yes. Okay, let's take a look at a bunch of fear trackers. Paranormal Pixie just hops in to say thanks for great Daggerheart D&D content. I'm an OG player. Started in 1979 and listening to videos like this has been so helpful. I'm back in a campaign and hope to DM. Nice, Paranormal. Love it. Patreon member now. I watch your Daggerheart stuff all the time. Barbara, if you're doing my Patreon, thank you so much. That money genuinely goes back into my content. Like, you will, the more, like, Patreon people I have, the more you will see better quality content. It's going to be a straight curve. Cool Cylinder, you've got 7 players. You all have a mixture of ADHD and autism. I ain't looking for good timing. Is hot comments and top upvotes. Oh. You can't even read chat. Yeah, I should put... do I not have a little dude? How about that? Hey, Dad, you hiring a video editor yet? I need an employer who will not restrict my bathroom schedule. Oh my... You are... so Doug chatter coded. He does with Joseph. I would love an editor. I can't afford an editor, but I would give my editor toilet breaks. In fact, I would want them to take their laptop with them to the toilet. They can sit on the toilet as long as they want. If they're editing, they can be on the toilet. Those are my rules. Pretty cool, I know. And we can make a Discord really cool if we get a few server boosts here and there. Advertising the Discord. I love to edit. I like to edit too. It's just time consuming. And YouTube's getting like next level with the editing. Some of the people on YouTube, the editing is wild. Okay. Out of 10, what do we rate this Child's Ring toy as a fear tracker? I hate to say it, but like, it works. It really does surprisingly work. Like, whenever you get a fear, you take one off the bottom here and put it on top. It's a big deal. The players will see it. And when you spend a fear, you take it off. I like it a lot. I actually really like it. I think there's a world where like you could DIY this to be really quite impressive. Douglas Morse for measuring this bendable thin ruler tape measure I saw at Michael's is called the Steedler Mars Flexible Curve. Ooh. And then what? You would just like draw on it the ranges. A fun game 10 out of 10. In an Umbra setting, as is, 4 out of 10. What if you coloured every ring black, like the night? Here you go. I can do a poll on YouTube right now. Is this good or bad? You're too old to think it's his and run off with it. Fair. All right. Oh, thank you for the poll on Twitch there. I think this is going to land pretty good. What's playing right now? Oh, Electric Swing. Where'd you put the rings when you have less than 6 fair? I think they stack on top of each other. But it's the perfect amount, right? There's 12 of them. That's how much fair you can have. It does kind of look like a toilet cleaner, but what can you do? All right. Ending that poll on YouTube. It's good. Next up. Oh, this is actually a nice fair tracker. Holy, this is like genuinely one of the nicest fair trackers I've ever seen. The sides of it look 3D printed, which is fine. But like these, I wonder where they got these from. Dude, we're going to start seeing like gemstone fair trackers eventually. It's going to be crazy. Perfect example of upcycling something you already own. Nice and large, easy to use. Yeah, this one's solid. What we'll do is I'll put them in order. I think this one's beating the kids one, surprisingly. So it's going to go at the front on my tabs at the top, which you can't see. But I've got them in order right now. So it goes this one, that one, in front of me. And then this is the next one. This is adorable. The question is, does it sit on top of the GM screen? Oh, wait. No, drew on inspiration from all this. But I had a lot of fun designing this one. I tried to balance cute and a bit of ominous. And even did a little designing with Tinkercad to build the thing. Basically took this model crow, drilled a small hole in the base of each. Oh, so it's magnets. Oh, it's magnets. That's solid. Were very easy to make. You bought some African bloodstone beads to use for yours. Okay. A bloodstone like blood diamonds? Daggerheart's being translated here in Brazil, and the publisher collected feedback from the community to have the best possible translation. I and many others contributed with made details. Nice! It's cool that they're doing that. Like, genuinely cool they're doing that. Question is this one, and I'll do another poll, better or worse than this one? So, is this one better or worse than this one? And you can vote over there. Oh, people, oh, it's 50-50 right now. 6 votes. Come on, let's see if we can get 10 people voting over here on YouTube. 7 votes. Worse. Oh my god, the 50 is 9 votes. Worse is winning. I'll do it again. Is this better or worse than this one? Wow, 12 votes is solid. Okay. That's almost half the people in here. The next vote is going to win. We can't leave it at 50-50. We need a winner. Oh, I'm going to spend some fear and cast the last vote myself. 13 vote. Alright, there it is. It's better. So that means this one's winning. This one is the best one we've seen. Followed by this one. Followed by this one. It has more character than the other. Yeah. It's definitely unique, for sure. Batson, how's it going? Different. The rim one is cute, but I like the elegance of the other one. Right. Well, we don't do different here. One has to be better than the other. It has to be. Phil, you need to add the Discord to the description on YouTube. Fair enough. I'll do that right now. Edit. Alright, should be there now. Things do only exist in black and white. Alright, next up. This guy. Now, I have mixed feelings about this. I think it's very, very cool. I think it's got a place at a table that just has some space on the right-hand side or left-hand side of the screen so that you can just, like, it doesn't take up that much space, I guess is what I'm saying. I can imagine it's pretty finicky taking off, like, the bottom one or the second to top one. And it looks dangerous to me. It looks like you could do some serious accidental damage to your own eyeball. Yeah, I would hurt myself in this one for sure as well. So, yeah, I'm gonna say, but it's very unique. It's very, very cool. So I don't think it's first place. But it's whether or not it's better than this one. It's that old age question that we keep going to. I have fear of the fear tracker for sure. Yeah. You're on it with these polls. I'm not going to throw a poll up for this one unless there's any strong feelings in chat. I think what I'm going to say is... the thing is... I just know this is probably going to be the best one. Like this. I think it's better than this. I do. Yeah. You think it's number one? Okay. The magnets are cool. The magnets of this one are very, very cool. Yeah, that's difficult. But I think that's good for now. I think this is first place. This is very, very close second place. And this is a close third place. And then this is fourth. But it definitely screams like fear. Definitely screams fear. Next up is Matt's. We're not doing Matt's. I was hoping to get a closer look, but they've uploaded the worst picture I've ever seen in my life. So... this person's just asking if there's any 3D printable. Oh, we got some more in here. What's this one? That's cool. I'm a big fan of people who use pegs. But this... hang on, let me close this down. Oop. Oh, did not mean to zoom in. Oh, this is stylish. I actually like this one. It's the first one that looks like it has been made entirely out of homemade products. Like, entirely. There's a 3D print from Darrington. Really? Oh, I'm surprised I've not seen more people running around with that. I love colours or some type of uniqueness to the player. I want everyone to see that Steve keeps messing up and the internal conflicts when they blame the bad villain. I think this one is better than this one, but not as good as this one. So I'm going to move that into second to last place. Your group just uses 12 clothespins that we put on top of the screen. Yeah. No, I've got a lot of respect for that. Thinking about doing this type of fair track because it's easier to know how many fair tokens there are inside the Abacus one. Yeah. So this one, I'm just going to straight up say is a lesser version of this one. No offense. It's cool. I'm presuming they're magnets. This would look cool if the whole DM screen was also like castle walls. But I think that is also going to go behind this one. I really like this one. I don't know why. It's just got me. Okay. We've seen a lot of heads as magnets. This is actually incredibly cool, but there's one downside for me. And it's kind of finicky as the GM to like get these on and off because they're on the other side of the screen to it. So because of that, it's going to pop in behind this one. This one just works. This one just absolutely works. It's... I can't fault it for what it is. It's a DIY one that anyone can make with some pieces of paper. You don't even need to print out the stuff on there. You know, you could just rip up some paper and just use that. Like, it's the easiest go-to thing. And I think because of that, I might put it surprisingly high on this list. Yeah, I think that's going to go behind this. Yeah, behind this one. Alright, so this one's last place right now, currently. Even though I love the idea of it. Oh, a unique boy. I kind of don't know what's happening here. Like, is it... Yeah, okay. So I guess this is... There's a stopper here. And then this one down here is just for decoration. And this one up here is just for decoration and to stop them from sliding off. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is really cool. So I guess Daggerheart is the go-to now. I'm working on a video that is TTRPG agnostic for my next video. But I'm in a long-term Daggerheart campaign now. I'm GMing a long-term Daggerheart campaign. So for the time being, I will be talking Daggerheart stuff here. Yeah, this is really cool. Using dice is really cool. The only downside, and this is me being very picky, is it kind of always looks like you have one fair, because this is always going to be here on this side. But I presume you just slide them across, slide them over. The uniqueness of it, I think, throws it near the start. Yeah, the stoppers should be a different color. That is true. Yeah, that would fix like my biggest issue with it. For your next video, what about the puzzle video? Puzzle video will come out in the next 12 months, Cool Cylinder. I promise you. Next 12 months. Wasn't there a D&D initiative tracker that was a sword with a magnet on it? That would work really well. Yeah, I'm surprised no one's made that. Maybe they have. Maybe we will come to it. The real question is this circle boy or this magnet boy. I'm going to do another poll here. Magnet versus circle. Over on YouTube. You should be able to click which one you prefer. Magnet, which is this one, or circle, which is this one. Mitchy me, your team crows. Magnets. Oh, you don't think the circle should be anywhere near the top? Pops. Yeah, the magnets are still winning. So this one's winning, right? By a lot. 77% are saying magnets. Oh yeah, magnet wins. Solid stuff. That will stay there. I am spending a fair point myself, and I'm putting this in second place because I think it's very cool. And then I think this in third place, which I think is a good top three. Because in the top three now, we have like on top of Abacus, on top of DM Screen Abacus, we have a really cool modern art one, and then we have this vertical one. So that's solid. It's a solid start. You've the game Hero Quest, which has these skill tokens they use. Ah. It's 100% magnet on Twitch. Right, thank you. Yeah, magnets win. Where did we get to? Did that one. I think we're coming to the end of these. This guy is the same as this guy, but with a place to put the skulls once it's over. Which is cool. But like 10 times the spikes make me think it's 10 times more dangerous for me. You know? So I think it's got to go at least behind. I think I prefer this one, even though it doesn't have a storage situation. And I think it may go in front of the paper. I think this can live in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th place. And then, man, okay, this one, it happens to be actually incredibly sleek. 3D print them, they just sit on there, one at a time, slot on. You should set up some channel point redeems other than these lame base Twitch ones. Yeah, what would people want to see as channel points? Oh, Reddit removed it. Wow. I like this one a lot. I think it probably goes behind this one. But they're very close. Yeah. Maybe 3D print magnets. Yeah, I had one which I didn't see when I was looking through here where they are just like, they look like round balls that just magnetically attach onto the top. But they're really sleek and really cool. Alright, where do we get to here? Did. This one's very cool in principle. but I do feel it's a little finicky. But it's very obvious as well, this looks like it's just like a prototype. Oh wait, do the faces get worse as it goes on? I didn't catch that. Oh, they do. The faces get... Okay. That's very cool. That's a nice addition. Yeah, the numbers below... bit unnecessary, it feels like. It doesn't... I don't love the style of it, but I love the idea of it. Those might wear out at the top of the screen, putting them on and off. I don't know. I think it's... I don't think they would touch it. I don't think they'd touch the screen. I think this would be what's sat on the screen. Oh, you mean just like the flexing? You're 3D printing that one right now. It's cool. Alright, so I think I agree with you guys. We like the idea of it. We don't like the look of it. So I'm going to throw it... Similar vibes, to be honest, as this one. Like, I like the idea of it, but looks-wise... So I'm going to throw it next to that one. Oh, spoilers. So this one next. This one is a whole GM screen. What? I'm sorry. Okay. This is a whole box DM screen book thing fear tracker. That might be the coolest thing I've ever seen. That's it closed? It's a whole kit. You're right. It's a whole kit. But it's also a fear tracker, so it's on this list. You don't think you guys don't think it should count? Should we count this? This is a poll. Okay, this is a poll. Count it. Don't count it. I would be interested to know if we should count this as a fear tracker or not. And don't include any of the other stuff in here. But, oh my god, it's nice. Look, you can roll in the middle of it there. Because if we're counting this, I'm putting it number one. Straight up. And it's close right now. With 11 votes on YouTube, 50-50. And on Twitch, 100% with one vote says no. It's 50-50 on YouTube, though. All right, I'm gonna get a glass of water while you guys vote for that because this is very close. Okay, I think you guys are saying no. It's a kit with a fear tracker, not a standalone fear tracker. Take only the tracker into consideration. It's not that impressive. Today we're talking about Daggerheart. Yes, sorry. But that is the Quake symbol, right? That is... I was thinking it was... I recognized it. It's on the level. You won't be able to look at it and tell what it is. That is true. I think... on the left-hand side, where all these skulls are, they kind of merge into one. Wait, mention what? Cool cylinder? Sorry? Now, you guys are right. You guys have talked me into it. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's gorgeous. I want it so bad. What has he got in here? He's got a timer, some playing cards, I think some potions in a bottle, like tiny dice. He's got his dice, area for rolling, a marker pen, some gold coins, and some tokens. Man, I want to see what this guy's table plays like. When we talk kits, it can be... Okay, we'll save this for the kits stream. I haven't really read up on Daggerheart's rules. Is there a cap on how much fear the GM can accrue? There is. It's 12. The GM can only have 12 fear. Alright. That's out there. Then we're kind of back into... cool table though. I thought this was a bottomless pit in the middle, but it's a TV screen. We're back into just a skull abacus. I find it really interesting that that's become the norm. I understand how that's happened, but the norm for a fear token is a skull now. What happens when fear reaches max? Nothing. You just can't get any more, so you just need to spend some. Same with hope, but you can only have 6 hope as a player. I think what I thought would be really, really cool, and what I thought might be what was happening here, but it looks like not, is imagine if you had a setup where this light strip at the bottom turned slowly more red the more fear you got. Has anyone made a light-based fear tracker? You know? Or like a digital one. There's so much like room for creativity with this. Yeah, the GM just gets 12 fear, and it's like, really, the GM shouldn't be getting 12 fear. The GM should be spending the fear. If the GM is sat with 12 fear often, then the game's not being played as intended, I think. Not very balanced, at least. Yeah, an LED tracker. That'd be cool. It's nice. It's cool. It seems pretty standard compared to the other stuff we've seen, so I think I'm going to throw it... I prefer it to this one. I like the idea of magnets, but also... One thing we've not spoken about with magnets, and this one is still winning the whole thing, and it's magnets, is you could lose these. My cats would be like nicking them, you know? Oh, spoilers. So I'm going to throw this one next to this one. Yeah, that works. Alright. Yep. Oh yeah, this was just a Reddit post I wanted to look at because it's a bunch of things that this guy wants to purchase from Darrington Press. A monster manual of sorts. I think that's wise. That would be cool. Some more fantasy campaign fame books. Spare cards, which they're doing now. Or they're kickstarting anyway. Some card storage. I'm going to be talking about a lot of this stuff in my actual video when I make it, about all the accessories I use, by the way. Fear trackers, yep, should sell them. I presume they're going to start selling a GM screen with the fear tracker included. I think that would be a cool thing. Your issue with the skull design is that it might not feel right on all types of campaigns. It works for Age of Umber vibes, but not for a light setting. I agree with that. I do agree with that. Like, sometimes you want this, you know? The skulls feel a bit aggressive to me. Like, if you were a brand new player to this game, and I pull out the skulls, it feels hardcore. But yeah, Cannot wait to see what they bring out next. Yeah, ravens are cool. I honestly, I just like black tokens. I just like black stones. I think that, or purple stones, that works really well. For anyone who wasn't here at the start, I was showing the ones that I have, and this is a cool take on a different one. It's like the phases of the moon. So this is 1 fair, this is 2 fair, and this is 3 fair. So that's really cool. Like instead of, yeah. Or you could even just do like the, how many domains are there in Daggerheart? How many spell domains? Because if there's 12 of them, you could just get those symbols, right? Low profile DM screen. You dislike the isolation of the large DM screens. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, low to no. We've seen a few fair trackers that don't need a GM screen at all, which is cool as well. So you can just play it without a GM screen. Those anti-Satanism D&D mums would have a field day with their fair tracker followers. That is true. If I was a dad in the 1980s and I went down to the basement and I saw my kid and all his friends playing with like, what's the worst one here? Like if they had this stuff on the table, I might be a bit. Yeah, I might jump on the old my kid's a Satanist bandwagon. Back then. Different times. Different times. Oh, is anyone going to the live show screening today? No. What is that at Cinemas? Just an image. Oh, is it possible to like share? Oh, my camera, no. We had a good run. We had a good run. My camera overheated. I'll turn it off. Oh, it's so annoying. How is a content creator supposed to create content when his tools do this? Okay, well, it's fine. This is a fair tracker. What do we think of this one? Do we like it? It happens to 1 in 3 men, you know? Happens to all of us. It's not a big deal. Yeah, if my viewership goes up now that I have a black... that I'm no longer on camera, I will have to have a conversation with my ego. 10 out of 10, number 1. Hate it, but it's funny. How is it? Oh, it's magnets. I bet it's... it's just like a piece of fabric hung up and magnets on the back of it, right? Looks like he stapled the magnets in there. Fucking unbelievable. It's crazy. It's crazy. Get a handle on yourself. There are 12 of them. There's 12 forks, which is solid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hey, it works. It works. I would like to see the full setup. I would like to see how this is sat on the table. Next stream, we should vote on an animated fill you can use in thumbnails and for when the camera goes down. Yeah, should we make a VTuber? You throw the forks on the players when you use Sphere. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see a big, like, uptick in accidental deaths or, like, injuries at TTRPG's tables. Because when you got stuff like this running about, you know, and stuff like this, and yeah, stuff like this, I do feel like Daggerheart tables are potentially the most dangerous TTRPG tables out there. The VTuber should have a D20 head. Interesting stuff. And like I show emotions by whatever number it shows. So if I'm not happy or things aren't going well, or I'm feeling negative emotions, it's a 1. And if I'm happy and top of the world and doing well, it's a 20. Are you kidding me? Viewership has gone up since my camera's gone down. Are you kidding me? I haven't seen anyone using Lego for Fear Tracker. Build a Tower of Fear. Yeah, you could just do a straight up one-line brick. Solid stuff. That's all, I think, unless anyone has any really cool Fear Trackers they've come across. These are the ones, and these are in order, depending where we're going to put this. I think I'm going to leave it last place, but that is with the most respect I've ever ranked anything. The forks are great, but they're obviously a meme one. In second to last is also what I think is a meme, but I genuinely I wouldn't mind using this at the table. The ease of use of this bad boy is pretty sweet. That's second to last. In third to last place, we're getting into the good ones now. The only reason this is so low down is because I think it's going to be finicky to use by the GM who's going to be sat on the other side. But it is incredibly cool. I like how each token is a different thing. I love how much work's gone into decorating each one. Very, very cool. Fear Tracker 2.0 by Crispy Creations. Okay, remember that. I'll come back to that one. Next up is another skull magnet creation. We're getting into what I like to call the standard ones now. They're very, very cool, but it's just skulls on walls. This is another one. It's just skulls on rails. And this is another one that's, you know, creepy faces on spinny things. Then, don't at me for putting pieces of paper so high up on this list. But I think it can't be beaten for ease of use and for ingenuity. Yeah, ingenuity. I think it's solid. Next up, we have Skull and Spikes 1. I like how there's a place for each skull. Every skull has a place. And it's vertical, so it's pretty sweet. But there's another one on this list that I prefer. This one, just has a special place in my heart. Because someone really just looked around their house and found items and drew on them. And went, this is it. This is my Fear Tracker. And it works. It does the thing. Next up is this dude, just for pure sleekness. The ability just to take one on, take one off. No problem. Solid stuff. Coming into the top 4 now. In 4th place, just one of the nicest standard Fear Trackers we've seen. Not skulls, which is nice. Very colourful, very bright. Looks expensive, if I'm being honest. It's nice. In 3rd place, the vertical skull tracker. I love how it's decorated. The blood at the bottom. The skulls themselves. A nicely decorated room. Solid place. I think 3rd place. I would not be mad at using this at all. Roquinio, thank you for the follow. That means a lot. I do normally put on camera, but I'm having issues. 2nd place. I feel like you guys didn't like this one as much as me. But I like it a lot. That's why it's 2nd place. I love it. I think if you wanted to give any downside to this, it's that it kind of takes up more space than any of the other trackers on this list. Because it doesn't sit on a GM screen. And it's not vertical. So you kind of got to find this space on your table. But it's very cool. It's very unique. And in 1st place, voted mostly by you guys. I don't think I would have put it in 1st place, but we did the votes. It is the crows. They magnetically sit on there, and we're gonna presume that this sits on the GM screen. It's cute. It's nice. It's using not just skulls, but crows as well. Or ravens. What's the difference between a raven and a crow? I don't actually know. Is one bigger than the other? But yeah, solid stuff. First place. And can be used for all modules. That's true as well. Yeah. And it has. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself, which is a solid addition to a solid tracker. They are. They're too cute to not have one. But once again, I'm going to be doing a video very soon. Maybe not the next video, but the video after, where I'm going to be looking. I've got fear trackers here. I've got some from Etsy. They're really cool. So I'll be showing a bunch of stuff. Let me try turning my camera back on. Hey. Hey. Cool, son. I'm going to start ignoring the puzzle questions. Don't take it. Do not take offense. Someone should combine a tracker with audio. That the more fear you've got. Yes. Blue, yes. Okay, hear me out. Stealing this from Blue and adding to it. We're yes-anding. A fear tracker that as you move things up the abacus, you get an audio and the lighting in the room changes. Right? So you get like a tense soundtrack and the lighting gets a little bit darker, maybe a little bit redder. That would be so freaking cool. And like doable. Not by me, I'm an idiot, but I'm sure people out there can do that. Can I post a link to that one, the crow one, you mean? Ravens are larger than crows. Ah, good to know, good to know. And they have a shaggier throat feather. Oh, I didn't even look at the throat feathers, but you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Look at those throat feathers. Caught the stream by chance. I'm running a Daggerheart starter game for my players tonight. We'll see how everyone likes it. Nice. Yes, I would love to hear how it goes. I hope it goes well. I'm sure it will. I'm sure you'll kick ass. Heartbeat players, yes. The more fear you get, the heartbeat gets faster and faster. Maybe we can strap our players up with like electrical shock machines so that they get shocks every time you get a fear as well. Could be fun. I'm a D&D by heart. Do you think it's possible to embed the fear and hope mechanic in D&D? I think it's totally possible to give some kind of tokens out that they can do things with, and tokens that the DM can do things with. The problem is, it's like how you give them out. You could. This is me just spitballing. I could be way off here, and people might be telling me I'm an idiot. But what if you said, like, every time someone succeeds a check, they get a token, a hope token, and every time they fail a check, you get a fear token. If I go back to playing D&D, which I'm sure I will, one thing that I'm going to steal for sure is going to be the tag team ability. But I like the idea that anyone can just do that just once a session. So you don't even need tokens for that. But yeah. The third pick on the Fear Tracker 2.0 is Flickering Fire LED. Ooh. So what am I searching for the Fear Tracker LED? Hold on. Sorry, Fear Tracker 2.0. Do you mean this? the what tag team. Yeah, and in Daggerheart, players once a session can spend some hope, and they tag team with another player so that you combo. You do a double attack at the same time. Whether that is one player leaps off the other player's shield and you both slash, or whether that is one player fires some kind of magic blast and combines it with your magic blast and that catapults out, or maybe one player that controls fire sets fire to a ranger's arrow and then the ranger fires the fire arrow at the enemy. It's really cool and it gives them a higher chance of succeeding. So alright, so this is the one you're talking about? You're talking about Fear Tracker 2.0? I'm kind of confused. Does it get more red as it goes on? Like, how do I know how much fear there is? But it's very, very cool. Oh, hold on. This is actually... I didn't even see him taking things off. Go on, take that off. Does that do anything? No. I don't understand this one. Each die is a fear. Ingy, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. How's it going? Alright. Let's close all these down. Because my camera overheated, it's going to do it again soon. This won't be a long stream. So what we'll do is we'll just take a look at a few. We won't do the same thing. We won't do a voting system. We can take a look at a few range rulers. Distance rulers, I should say. Like this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy. That's the same guy. Oh, this one's revised though. Hold on. What is that? There's not as many range trackers, which surprises me. I thought there would be more. But I guess it's because I searched let's do distance. Yeah, I'm surprised there's not that many range sticks. We've definitely got some duplicates in here, but that's fine. We'll just skim through them. Because I'm also getting boiling hot. Oh, welcome to Twitch. Call me a name. Alright. So, first up on the distance sticks, or range rulers, or whatever you want to call them. So, I'm going to say something that might be a little controversial. But I want my range rulers to kind of be as simple as possible. You know, I think it's very cool, but at a glance, I need to know what is within close distance, what is within far, what is very close. And this one doesn't really give me an immediate ka-ching, right? This one gives me an immediate ka-ching. It looks very video gamey. But this is traded and gone too far the other way. This is just a stick. But it's cool. It's very clear what's going on here. I guess the idea is like very close and close. Yeah. No. Sorry, I had a moment where I lost my mind. Next up is like my favorite one I've ever seen. I posted about this on Twitter. If you want to follow me over there. I think it's very easy to read. It's very clear, and like it's a stylized. It's legitimately a dagger in the game Daggerheart. Yeah, and also I did read that this is like a paper or card, I guess. This dagger is printed on paper, pasted to cardboard, right? So you can just print this off, and it's available as well on this Reddit post. On this one, dagger style range ruler. Now, I think he said he's revised it, which is this, but it looks the same to me in the photo. This is the foot-long version with a more conservative melee pommel. Okay, it's cool that he's adding to it and changing it. Look, sometimes, as we can see from my original range ruler, sometimes simplicity just works, and that's what we're looking at here. So I can't complain about this that much. It very much does the job. One thing I will say, I don't like this idea of there being like a melee range. Oh, but that's only because I use grid. So I'm just like, if you are in a square next to someone else in a square, you're in melee range. Because I can imagine, it's just a bit, but it's fine. What am I looking at here? The idea with the range rules is melee touching. Very close is one short stick. Close is one long stick. Or two short. Far all three sticks. Far beyond that. What? Oh, they connect into each other, I guess. Interesting. A little bit confusing, but interesting. This is Giant Wookie. This is literally the ones I have. I highly recommend this. Very solid stuff. Very clear where the ranges are. Does the job. We already looked at that. Just a stick. Sometimes you just need a stick, and sometimes it's all you need. Hopefully they add in demo playing the ability to print stand-ups of every adversary. Yeah, that would be cool. I know I've seen people who are like going through the core rulebook and making 3D models of every single creature, which is freaking awesome. We've looked at that. And that's it. Is the website still broken? It is. Daggerheart. Fix your website. But yeah, there you go. The range sticks, I found people aren't getting as like creative with them. I think this is the best one. I think that one wins. So I'm kind of sad about that, but maybe I've just not. Maybe they're just not coming up as obviously for us. Yeah, sometimes can't go wrong with just a stick. But no, solid stuff. Solid stuff. I have been surprised at how much getting range sticks and getting a fair tracker helps the game. Can you extract adversary stats to create your own monsters? Is that common in D&D and role-playing games? Can you extract adversary stats? What do you mean by that? If I'm understanding correctly, then yeah, you can totally take another adversary or monster in D&D or any game and like reskin them and change the stats to suit you. You can do that, just beware of changing things too much, because you may end up like making a monster more powerful or weaker by accident. Is it possible to use adversary stats on monsters? I plan to do in my world on Daggerheart. My idea was creating a world where many pantheons in myth live together, fighting but use different myth creature. I'm still not 100% sure what you're aiming for, but I think anything's possible. Absolutely anything's possible. If you're going to be homebrewing stuff, I recommend getting the homebrew download from Daggerheart, and it takes you through how they make everything, and will teach you how to make it properly. Yes, so very close is 3 squares, and close is 3 squares, yeah. So close is 6 squares, I should say. Like, you add it on there. So it's not that they're the same size, it's just that because it's inclusive, right? That makes sense. Spencer, my man, how's it going? Yes, I'm going to throw the link in the description of this once this goes live after this point. But I'm making a proper video, Spencer, about it. This is kind of an impromptu thing where we've just started chatting about it. But Spencer is the person who sent me these bad boys, which are awesome. And I've made my game so freaking cool. So thank you for that, Spencer. How many feet are in the measurements? Oh, it's in a book, but off the top of my head, feet, if you're comparing it to feet in D&D, not feet in real life, but feet in D&D, then close is 30 feet. If I remember correctly, very close is 15 feet. And then far is 60 feet. Have I got that right? I'd have to like double check. Yeah. How's it going? What's up? Oh, yeah. There are a lot of people selling files that are conversions for Monster Manual that are stat blocks for Daggerheart, about $6 for the category, like All Undead. Ah. Did I finish my D&D campaign, or did you just pivot to DH or a new campaign for the new system? I finished it. So I've only recently started my Daggerheart campaign. So like when Daggerheart came out months ago, I told my players we're going to be wrapping this up, and then I was like, I think we went another level, but yeah, I spent like a month or two just finishing up that campaign and then coming over here. Yes. Yeah. She has left now, but she came over and was like, "Are you streaming?" Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, okay," and then ran off. Ingy, thank you for the 100 bits over on Twitch. Cheers. Barbicat, very close is 5 to 10 feet, closest 10 to 30 feet, far is 30 to 100, and very far is 100 plus. Oh, I think I was way off. Whatever I said, ignore that then. But yes, thank you for the bits, Ingy. Oh. Alright. It is way too hot in here, and I know my camera's going to die again very soon. So I don't know if I will stream again this week until it cools down. It really is too much, or until I get an AC. So, but if I do, it'll be absolutely impromptu. I'll just jump on. So no worries if people can't make it like that. But I'm going to jump off. Thank you for watching, guys. Pleasure as always, and happy Daggerhearting for the future. Bye now.